So let me ask you something really quick. When you say there is no job, you don't have what you're doing, what you sound like, or what you're sounding like is every problem on earth has been solved. There is nothing left to be fixed. All problem has been fixed. And you and I know that is not true. Hey, I'm Ayade, and here we talk about faith, we talk about business, and we talk about building a life of purpose and peace, God's way. Okay? So if you're a believer and you're tired of running in cycles financially, this is where we help you shift from survival mode to start building with strategy and kingdom principle. So let's talk about work, the real kind. So a lot of people move around today, going about, I don't have work, I don't have what to do. And what that rings in my head is people have misinterpreted the concept of work. Work is not until someone hire you to a front desk or until you have a job title. I define work as finding a solution to a problem that someone is willing to pay for, and you can show up with the solution. That is work. So you don't even have to be the one to create the solution. You can source the solution for someone and make sure you deliver it to them. That is still work. So when you come out and say, I don't have a work, I don't have what to do, it's that, like I said earlier, you have limited the concept of work to someone have to employ me. I have to be in the front desk. I have to have a job title. I'm the CEO, I'm the CFO, I'm the this, that, those, that. It is basically finding solution to problem people are willing to pay for to be solved and showing up with the solution. And like I said, you don't have to be the one to actually create the solution. You can actually source solutions and deliver it to people. That's the solve their problem. That is work. If I come to you today, you tell me you don't know how to operate a computer, it is understandable. If I come to you in 6 months' time and you still don't know how to operate one, then that is the problem, because it doesn't take 6 months to learn how to use a computer. So it is not in the concept of you can always you have something to trade for what you don't have. God doesn't create any of us empty. He has deposited something inside every one of us. No junks. God does not create junks. So when you go about and you say, I don't know, I don't have anything to offer, it is either you're not looking deeply into yourself, or you have a rough mindset about the person of yourself. Because God doesn't create junk, He doesn't create any one of us empty. Every one of us carries something inside of us that can make the life of some group of people more better in the world ecosystem. Every one of us carries something that can make someone else's life better. And until we start focusing on identifying those things, developing it, because God doesn't give it to us in the kinetic form, He gives it to us in the potential form, and it requires us to sharpen it up daily, develop it, fine tune it to move from potential to kinetic to something that can start converting. So it takes time to develop, but we can start paying that attention and leave that address of I'm not skilled, I don't have something to offer, I don't have a job, I don't have what to do, I need someone to employ me. It is wrong. So I'm going to check some Bible reference. I'm going to read it out, and so that we can also have a Bible balance to the concept of what we're talking about. The first Bible reading is from the book of Genesis, Genesis 2:15. I'm reading from the NIV version, and it said, "The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to walk it and take care of it." So that shows you that, like I will still say in the course of this lecture, is the first gift God gave to man is work. The next verse is in John 5:17, still in NIV. In his defense, Jesus said to them, "My Father is always at his work to this very day, and I too am working." So our God the Father, Jesus himself is still working. So who are you not to work? So I'll also show you in 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 verse 10. "For even when we were with you, we gave you this rule: the one who is unwilling to work shall not eat." Shall not eat. So in the kingdom, work is not optional. Work is not a course. It is our covenant way. It is mandatory. It is our first gift as that God gives to the man to work. So it is not an option. No, 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 no. Something tell me I should not work. That thing that to do you should not work is an evil spirit. Because Apostle was even saying here that if any one of you is saying he's unwilling to, he should not eat. So if he can stay without eating, fine, he can stay without working. But if he must eat, he must work. So we're gonna break it down. But I hope that we get the concept, the background, and also from the biblical reference that we already make, for us to see the balance. That it is not a course, it is not a subject of title, it is not a subject of someone hiring you, it is on the ground that we are meant to complement each other. God has deposited, nobody has it all. We prophesy in part, we say in part. God has put in a part, a fraction in every one of us. And every one of us have to develop it so that we can, when we develop ourselves, build our potentials, the world will be a better. So let me flip the question. Whenever you say, I don't have work, what you say is, I've trained my eyes not to recognize problem that people deeply cares about, because every business is built around people's problem, from the smallest of the shoemaker on the street to software engineers. They are all, every business is built around people's problem. So you see someone say, oh, my shoe is bad or is hurting, I need it to be fixed. My phone is low, I need it to be fast. To this new car, I just get it, I need it to be insured. So it now comes down to who can solve it faster, cheaper, and more comfortable. That person get the money. So many a time we can do one, but day by day, from the moment you step outside of your house, you want to get a fuel, you exchange your money for someone. If they didn't get that money from you from gunpoint, you willingly give it to them. So you went to the grocery store, you pay them money in exchange for what they are giving you, not at gunpoint, not under duress. You willingly exchange it. At those points, those people are meeting a problem, a certain problem of yours, and you are in exchange, you are rewarding them with the money. Whenever you see money in anybody's hand, it's a reward of a problem that they have solved. Whenever you see cash, money with anybody, it is a reward. You see a paper, but that paper is a certificate that they have solved problem for a particular person or a particular group of people. So whenever you see money with someone and he has not solved a problem for people, it is either he stole it. No, it's not even either. It's he stole it, because money is given in exchange for value. Question is, are you really unemployed, or you are not just aware of what people need? Are you really unemployed, or you are not just aware of what people need? Let me give it to you straight. People will pay you when the solution you're giving to them is lesser than what the problem is costing them. Let me put it this way. Uh, let's assume I make, this is how a billionaire mentor describe it. If your hourly rate, if you can make 50,000 an hour, that means if you're committed to your work, you can make 50,000 an hour. It doesn't make sense if you're going to wash clothes that will cost that a laundryman could help you undo for less than 2,000 naira in an hour. It doesn't make sense for you to, so you're cheating yourself if you're wasting 1 hour to sort your clothes out, to do your laundry, when you can focus your energy to make 50,000 naira an hour and just remove 2,000 naira and give to the laundryman, and you still have a surplus of 48 naira. So it comes down to, when you can solve problem for people at a lower rate compared to their value for their time, the comfort they're getting in reverse, people will always pay you. As me, I could build an online store, e-commerce store for you for, let's say 200,000 naira, and that e-commerce can be making you a profit margin of, let's say, 2 million naira on a monthly basis. Is it not a good deal for you? Who will take it? So you don't beg for this thing. You are a problem solver. People run towards people that solve, make life more easy for them. People run away from people that want to be like a pest, people that want to maybe causing problem, because you're not solving problem, you're either causing problem, because when you post as a billion to someone, then you're causing problem, because they have to also figure out how they can solve your own problem. But when you solve, being position yourself as a problem solver to people, people will always want you in their space. People will always want to listen to you, because they know an hour spent with you, some many time spent with you, it's equivalent to life getting more easier for them. There are two ways people work to be millionaire and billionaire. So this is how one of my mentor put it. He said that you solve a small problem for a large number, a large pool of people, and they pay you. So imagine you're getting, let's say, 1,000 naira, and you're serving 1,000 audience. That's 1,000 times 1,000 audience. That's 1 million naira, maybe on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. So you see that you're solving a small problem for a large pool of people, or you're solving a big problem for a small group of people. But you know what I like? I like solving a big problem for a large pool of people. So whenever you can get this concept right, so you must, if you, so where people make mistakes sometimes, and they're working, but the effect is not showing, they're still struggling, is sometimes maybe they are solving a small problem for a very small group of people, or they are solving a large problem for a very too tiny fraction of people. So it cannot complement. So you have to be able to break your solution down to be able to either of the category that falls into maybe a small or a big problem. So when I mean small or big problem is the amount of money you can put on it, you can charge for your solution. So that's what determines if it's a small problem or a big problem. So because the bigger the problem, the bigger the amount that you can charge, and the bigger the amount that you can make of it. Because if you can solve a, so imagine a cure for cancer. It's a big problem. Imagine what's going to cost. So I hope you get the concept. So we have to balance this in our approach to work, so that by the time we're working, now that we get the concept clear, we can know how to position ourselves truly, and how we can also be able to get something great out of our work. Because God wants to bless us, God wants us to work, and there's a structure, there's a principle how God has want us to operate as kingdom people in the marketplace. My question is, what problem are you solving? Stop disqualifying yourself. Stop begging. Stop feeling self pity because nobody is employing you. I want what I'm expecting now for you to be thinking, and the approach that I'm expecting you to be taking now is, what problem can you solve from where you are with what you have and with what you can do? How can you get started? How can you start making life better? Not all problem is not all problem that people have are they willing to pay for. There's a problem that if you solve for people, imagine you tell me you can I'm just thinking of a flimsy problem that you can think of. But just fill in the gap. Not all problem is worth rewarding. So you must be able to sit down, think of your environment. What are the problems that they are facing currently that you sure that if you can build a solution around it, if you can source a solution around it to it, that they will be able to reward you. And one thing I can assure you is nobody run from value. Nobody runs from value. People are always attracted to value. When you become more valuable, you will start attracting good people. There's no dignity in begging. There's no dignity in lack of, working not productive. You know what the Bible says? There's dignity in labor. And in all labor, there's profit. So when you devote your time, you bury your head in that work, within a short while, you start reaping the benefits of being diligent. And that is what brings the beauty nature of sons of God. It is not in our DNA test to be a beggar. It is not in our person to be the least. We must walk and walk in the right sense. So I hope this message blesses you, and it has changed your perspective about work. Till the next time, stay blessed by the blessed. And if this has blessed you, try as much as possible to click on the like button, and also share with your friends and family that you think this can also be of great benefit to. Thank you very much. See you.